Oh, well, there are the things, all the things. We know so many things now about the Galaxy S10. So here's your spoiler alert. It's like a really shitty TV show, and we're about to spoil it.
Get daily tech news in a way that doesn't suck. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next episode.
Well, hello there, and welcome back to Front Page Tech, of course, show that gives you all these tech news from one geek that is me to another that is you. Happy Thursday. You know, for about a half hour before I filmed this episode, I sat and I thought, and I was like, what is something clever that I can say in the beginning of the episode? As you can tell, and didn't come up with anything good. News. All right, first story numero uno. Don't know why I couldn't words there. This is bad. This is so bad already. Anyway, Apple's doing a thing. You know that there's an issue with Apple and Qualcomm. There have been, actually more than one issue. There's been multiple issues with Apple and Qualcomm for years, and it looks like Apple has a solution. Dump they asses. It seems that Apple is looking right at Qualcomm, right at Intel, and being like, fuck y'all. Fuck you. According to several new job postings from Apple, it seems they're looking to acquire themselves some engineers. These job listings very easily imply that Apple is trying to work on actual physical network hardware of their own. In fact, 2 of those job posts are specifically to hire a pair of cellular modem systems architects. Now, we've been hearing about this sort of thing for a while. We knew that Apple's looking to drop Intel. If you weren't aware, Apple essentially uses both Qualcomm and Intel chips for modems in their phones. But now, in a very Apple move, they're just gonna make their own thing. They're leaving. They're packing up and they're going. It's like my dad, who said he was going out for bread and milk and then never came back. Yeah, in this case, Intel and Qualcomm are the family, and Apple's just leaving, going out for bread and milk forever. You know what? It makes sense. Apple is at their breaking point. They don't think they need Qualcomm or Intel anymore. They're just gonna make their own thing, all right? Apple's done dealing with your shit. It's funny, though, because Apple put themselves in the shit. It's their fault. All of this. Mostly their fault. All right, so next up, Netflix. That's it. Just Netflix. Show's over. Thanks for watching. Just kidding. Did you think it was really over? Nah. We gotta make you sit through the rest of this shitty episode. Netflix is testing a brand new feature that, I don't want it. It's an instant replay feature. Yes. That sounds as useless as you think it does. So, effectively, what's happening here is, well, picture it.
Sicily, 1922.
All right, so you're watching an action movie of sorts. You just saw a really cool scene, so badass. And instead of just, rewinding a second, you can just press a single button to have an instant replay. Okay. Yes, it is a thing. Yes, they are testing it right now. And yes, we don't need it. Even worse is that it pops up. It's a pop-up. It literally pops up and says, hey, you want to see it again? There's a pop-up in the middle of your movie. Yeah, you needed this. Yeah, that's great. But how about we don't? How about no? How about we don't do that? What do you think, Netflix? Why would I want to do that, though? All right, Galaxy S10, we got pricing, we got launch dates, we got more details, we got stuffs, we got things to tell you. My God, there is just a ton of leaks happening all of a sudden. The past few weeks have been nuts in terms of Galaxy S10 stuff. And you know what? For a second, I was sort of surprised. I was very impressed with Samsung. Oh, wow, they're keeping this a really good secret so far. I'm actually impressed. And then that wasn't the thing. That wasn't the case. The leaks are here. So, to catch you up, we got at least 4 different Galaxy S10 versions. A light version, or cheaper model that has a flat display. Okay, I'm all about that. All the way up to a more expensive 5G version. So, major tech retailers actually, quote-unquote, approached Gizmodo UK, and they forked over details about the Galaxy S10. According to them, Samsung will actually be revealing the phones on February 20th. That is before MWC 2019. So Samsung wants these phones to have its own attention. So that'll be an unpacked event, one of those Samsung unpacked events. And usually Samsung does hold their unpacked events like the Sunday before MWC for the year, which in this case would be February 24th in this year, obviously. So February 20th, 24th, different days. I don't know which one you want to buy. And from that date, again, according to these sources, the phone will be available for pre-order that day, and then in stores on March 8th. Now, initially, only 3 of those versions will be available for you to buy. The 5.8-inch flat display model, the 6.1-inch sort of regular Galaxy S10 that we're expecting, and then the 6.4-inch Galaxy S10 Plus. That 5G Galaxy S10 will be available late Q2 at the earliest, again, according to this source. Which makes sense because it is the 5G model, and apparently Samsung, as we know, is working with Verizon to launch the first 5G phone. Another small but I guess significant detail coming from this source says that Samsung will show off a new power share feature that comes with the Galaxy S10. It will turn that phone into a wireless charger for other devices, kind of what we already saw with the Mate 20 Pro from Huawei. Now, the next bit might be kind of rough, so if you're a Samsung fan and you hate the prices, you complain about the prices for iPhones, you might want to buckle up for this. So the 5.8-inch Galaxy S10 with 128 gigabytes will cost $846. Remember, that's like the budgety version, or rather cheap version. That the word budget shouldn't be there. Then you got the 6.1-inch sort of regular Galaxy S10, 128 gigabytes, will cost $1,010. Then there'll be a 6.1-inch Galaxy S10, again regular Galaxy S10, but this is a 512 gigabyte variation, $1,264. And then the 6.4-inch Galaxy S10 Plus, 128 gigabytes, $1,137. And then another Galaxy S10 Plus with 512 gigabytes at $1,390. Now, we is not done. Then we are looking at a crazy Galaxy S10 with a terabyte of storage. 1 terabyte of storage. 1,024 gigabytes. And it costs more than that in the amount of money. Price tag on that bad bitch is $1,770. Oh my God. Sweet Christ on a bike. I guess something that we need to keep in mind here is this is like the special edition phone. This is a big deal for Samsung, Galaxy S10. So that justified. Prices are justified. Yes. Listen, I'd be willing to pay that for an iPhone, so I'd be willing to pay that for a Galaxy S10. That's just how I feel. I feel the experience justifies the price. So the rest is up to you. Do you think the price is too high? Do you think the price is too low? Let us know in the comments, but I don't know, man. If you've been dating Samsung for a few years, you're probably sitting there and you're looking, girl walks into the bar and her name is OnePlus, and she's looking pretty fine right now. Pretty fine.
And now, today's sponsor.
Hey, buddy, I don't know if you know this, but it's 2018. And if you're trying to build an online presence for yourself, but don't have your own website, you are doing it wrong. But do not fret, my lovely. Bookmark is here to help. With literally the most intuitive website builder I have ever seen, Bookmark can have a professional or e-commerce ready website built for you in less than 2 minutes. And it does all of this with Ada, your artificial intelligence design assistant, all without having to write a single line of code yourself. Ada can easily create optimized websites for over 750 business types. And other than creating gorgeous websites all day, Bookmark has your back even after your site is built. You don't need to know anything about coding, and you certainly do not need to spend a fortune on some designer somewhere. If you're ready to work smart and not hard, check out the link for Bookmark today down in the description. Get started. And of course, huge thanks to Bookmark for supporting our show. And that's the show. Hopefully you liked it, you learned something. If you did, hit that like button. If you liked, I fucked it up. All right. Sue me. See you tomorrow.